I'm going to try to grab some of these out of here without dropping all of them. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. I started working on our coat closet recently and it is working out really well, but I still have more to go. And that's what I'm going to start on now. So if you've got something around your house that you need to work on, maybe something you've been procrastinating on too, grab your stuff and come on and let's do it together. Before I started decluttering things around my house, I had that box. I think it has Christmas cards in it. At least that used to be what was in it. And I had those photo boxes and maybe a couple of other things up here in this shelf. But while I was decluttering, I started finding cards and pictures and different things that I wasn't ready to make decisions on. I didn't know how much I had. I wanted to gather it all together. So I just started putting it in the closet. So that got completely full. I had stuff down here too because I had so much I ran out of room. You do yours however you need to, but I think I'll do little bits at the time. I could pull all of this out and put it in one space and just start, but I think that would be overwhelming. So I'm just going to start with a little bit. So I'm going to start with these things up here. Okay, you guys, this is the book I am reading right now. I'm really enjoying it. He's one of my favorite authors, and I would much rather be reading that right now, but I can't read that and do this too, and I don't want to get one of those audiobooks. I enjoy reading it from the actually holding the book and reading it myself. So I'm just going to let it sit there because that's where it was already when I brought this stuff in here. So I'm in my family room. This is where I, have this table. I can do lots of things at it. And one of the things I can do is go through stuff like this. So this bag, it looks like it has a bunch of cards in it. So I'll go through that. And also I have these, this stack looks like it has some cards and then also some pictures. So I'm going to do this off camera in case there are addresses or maybe pictures people wouldn't want me to put into a video. And then afterward, I'll show you what I found. I got through all of the cards in that stack and made little piles. I have some Christmas cards. These are cards that have not been used. So maybe I can use those this next Christmas coming up. And I have a couple of Halloween cards. These look like they were homemade, so that's kind of cool. I probably bought them at a gift shop or something. And this one is a Valentine's card. Then I also have a couple of thank you cards, some cards that you would send to a friend. This one didn't have an envelope. If I run across one, I'll put it with this stack. Then I also had some birthday cards. Some cards that I could use for a baby getting born or a baby shower, and some cards that I want to keep. There's not a whole lot of them, but some special cards there. And then I have some cards that I can use in the near future. So I'm going to put these separate so that I'll remember to check this stack before going to buy a new card. And I had a few of these. I don't remember why, but I cut the backs, the part you write on. I cut the backs off, but I kept this part. I may have been thinking of using them in a craft. I don't know. But at this point, I'm not going to do that. But I can use this to either write notes on or to use them as labels. I can write on them and put a label on a bin if I need to, or a box. And then I have some cards that I will not be using. This one, for example, is for your mother. My mother has passed away, and so has my mother-in-law, and so I don't need to keep that one. And then I had a couple that were granddaughter cards. I think I bought these because I liked the picture. So I think that's the reason I even bought those, or the two that I bought. And then I had some Christmas cards. I don't remember where I got them, but I have plenty of Christmas cards, so I'm going to go ahead and let those Christmas cards go as well. And then I had this one, and it looks like maybe a cat chewed the corner. I don't know, but I don't need to keep that. And then I have this little thing that was in there as well. So those can go ahead and be put into the shred bin. So I'm going to clear all of this stuff off and put it with the stuff that I already have gone through. And that's all still sitting on the in the spare bedroom on the bed. Look at this. This is another stack of cards that I need to sort through and put them into stacks just like I did these. These are the ones I just finished sorting through. These are cards that I pulled out of the bottom of the closet when I was working on it last time. I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't more cards up in the top of that closet, but I'm going to go ahead and sort through these just to keep it in little chunks. I think it doesn't get as overwhelming if you do it in little chunks. And then I'm going to see how many cards I have, because maybe I don't need to keep all of these cards, or maybe I just need to make sure I'm using them up. This is another one of the cards I'm going to declutter. I do have a sister, and she is a mother, but inside this one says, and that you're 1 year closer to getting the kids out on their own. Her kids have been out on their own for many, many years. They have kids of their own. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that. I think it has expired, but maybe somebody else can put it to use. And so I put the card inside the envelope like that, and then turn the flap back, and I'm just going to put them in stacks. A few years ago, Randy bought me several cards. They're all kind of different. And he bought them for me because of the artwork. He knew I would like them. It's kind of like if you bought bookmarks or something just because you like the artwork on it. And so he had a little collection of bookmarks. So I had this little collection of cards that he bought me. This one just has a plain envelope on it. He didn't sign any of them. They were just for me to have. And then there's this one. This one is a birthday card. And then there's this one, and you can see this one has one of those very artistic envelopes with it as well. It's also a birthday card, and this one is a birthday card. So I've kept them all these years. I wasn't intending to use them for anything, but I think I'm ready to go ahead and use them. You know, put them in my stacks, so that they can be cards that I'll use instead of just hanging on to them. So this one is not a birthday card, so I'll put it in my cards that can go to friends for whatever occasion. And then these three, though, are birthday cards, so I'll put those in my birthday card stack. I have one more, and this one I think is just so adorable. And inside it says, Happy Just For You Day. There you go, Happy Just For You Day. And so I thought that would be the perfect card to be a little happy. So I'm going to put it, I don't know, in a cabinet, a drawer, on a shelf somewhere. So I'll see it from time to time and enjoy it. And then at some point, I'll be ready to let it go. Or maybe when the right person comes along, I'll know and I will give it to them. And they can have my little happy card. If you're going through papers or pictures, cards, anything where you have a bunch of stuff, if you're doing that like I'm doing, it might be helpful if you have some little bins or little boxes or something that you can sort the things into. That'll help you to identify and keep them separated a little bit better. Luckily I had a bunch in the basement, so I'm putting those to use. And I have a few more. These are actually dish pans. I'm not going to use them to store the things. I just want to use them to sort the things. So I grabbed these pictures that I had pulled out of the bottom of the closet. I'm going to take these into the family room and start going through pictures now. Sorting pictures can be a very daunting task if you haven't been keeping up with them. And I haven't been keeping up with mine. But a few years ago, I did start sorting ours out, and I sorted them into very simple categories. Friends, family, and us. Us meaning Randy and me. So that could be something that's just me in it, just Randy in it, or both of us in it. So that's going to be that one there. So as I'm going through our pictures, I'm going to put the loose pictures into these bins, and anything that's in one of these envelopes, I'll put it in here, and I can go through those later, because those may be vacation pictures. They can have all sorts of things in those, and I don't want to get bogged down with that. I want to kind of see what I'm dealing with before I continue on to deal with that stuff. So first of all, I'm going to do friends, family, and us. And I also have a few pictures that I'm not really sure who it is. They may be somebody in Randy's family, and I'm just not recognizing them. So I'm going to put these here for him to look at. And I have a few that are a little bit blurry. So I'm just going to go ahead and declutter those. This box is full of a bunch of blank cards. I don't think I'll ever use all of these cards. I don't know if I'll use any of these cards. I'll have to flip through here and see if I want to keep any. And if not, I'll just declutter them because, yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's a lot of cards. Okay, I flipped through here, and these would be, you know, pretty. I don't know if you can see them. They have embossed roses on them, so those are pretty. And, you know, I used to like this sort of, the artwork on a lot of these. I just liked all of these things, but, you know, our tastes change. We move on. This looks like it looks too cluttered up to me now, so I probably wouldn't use those. And these I could use maybe for Christmas or something, or just really any time I could use those. But will I? I don't know. I don't know. And then there's more. This one has a piano on it. These are the envelopes. And then there were these that you could just write a little note in, I assume, if somebody has a baby. And then these also are in here, and those would be appropriate for like a baby or thank you or something for that sort of thing. But I honestly don't think I'm going to use any of them. The only ones that have potential are these. So I'll have to think about those. But I don't know if I even want to keep those, because I don't know that I would send them. But there were some recipe cards in here. Obviously, haven't used any of them. I did use a few of these apparently, or else there weren't many in it to begin with. But these are Mary Englebright. I don't think I'll be using those either. They're kind of a thicker, and you write on that side and then you fold it, and then you use these things to seal it before you mail it. And I don't think I was even married yet when I got these. I don't think I was even married yet. I think I got these when I was a teen. I may have been, but it would have been early on. I was 17 when I got married, so still. Needless to say, I've had these a long time, and I have not used many of them. I probably kept them to do something special with because they're so pretty, you know, which is what I typically tend to do, and I always have. Save it to use it for something special. But I never used it, so it doesn't do any good to keep things around if we're never actually going to use them. So we have to be realistic with ourselves. Will we actually use the thing? And if we will actually use it, are we using it? Go ahead and use it. Don't keep saving it for something special, because something special may never come. And eventually this sort of stuff just starts getting yellowed and old, and nobody wants to send an old yellow card to anybody, right? So, unless I can think of some reason real soon to use these particular ones, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter all of these. And this one, it is a just for you card. I'm going to go ahead and let that go too, because I don't have anybody right now that I want to do that, give that to. The dish pans are working out great for sorting my photos out, and I have a little stack of stuff over here that can go straight into the trash or the recycle bin. I found more cards mixed in with the photos, and I found some thank you notes, and look at all these, a bunch more greeting cards, all different kinds. But I have plenty, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter these and these, along with these. Just getting the cards and pictures out of here has made a huge difference, but I still have a ways to go. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to stop here, and you guys can let me know what you're working on, and we'll pick this up again pretty soon. Till next time, happy decluttering. Bye. A card never sent. It has a nice picture. I love what it says. But a card that's not sent is a card that's not read. It's a thought never shared, a connection not made, something meant to be given. So I'm going to give it away.
What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.